I never mentioned my brother was dead to a coworker, and I caught her spreading a terrible lie about him, so I reported her to the manager to get her fired. My brother died when I was 23. Overdose. Found him myself in his apartment after he didn't show up for our mom's birthday dinner. I called 911, sat with his body until they arrived, and identified him at the morgue. For weeks, I couldn't close my eyes without seeing him slumped over that couch. I took bereavement leave from my job at the insurance firm, then came back and never spoke about it. Work was the only place where my brother wasn't dead, where people didn't look at me with sad, pitying eyes, where I could pretend I was just Veronica from claims processing, not the girl who found her brother cold and blue. Brielle started 3 months after I returned. She was one of those people who collected information about coworkers like trading cards. During her first week, she asked if I had sibling, a brother. I said. Past tense felt like betraying him, present tense felt like lying. I left it ambiguous. Then I overheard her in the break room talking to Wesley and Tatiana. My brother's Facebook page was still active. My mom couldn't bring herself to memorialize it. Brielle had apparently found it and done some digging. Veronica's brother is a total deadbeat, she announced loudly. Still living with his parents at 26? No job, constantly posting about partying. I bet she's embarrassed of him. That's why she never talks about him. My blood went cold. My brother had been 24 when he died. His last post was from 2 years ago. A photo of him at a concert, smiling. He'd been trying so hard to get clean, had a job interview lined up, was seeing a therapist. I checked his tagged photos, Brielle continued. Their mom tags him in these desperate posts like, miss you, and thinking of you. He probably just ignores her. What kind of person does that to their own mother? Those posts were from after he died. My mom's way of grieving. I stood there frozen, hands shaking. Wesley looked uncomfortable. Tatiana was eating her salad, barely paying attention, and Brielle kept going, inventing this entire narrative about my dead brother being a selfish, ungrateful burden on our family. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling. I'd worked so hard to keep my grief private, to maintain one space where I wasn't defined by loss. And now this person had taken my brother's memory and twisted it into gossip fodder. She'd turned my mom's morning posts into evidence of his character flaws. The next morning, I requested a meeting with our manager, Phyllis. I brought printed screenshots of my brother's death certificate, the obituary, and my mom's Facebook posts with dates. I explained everything. How I'd never disclosed his death because I needed one space where it didn't follow me. How Brielle had stalked his social media and created this elaborate story about him being alive and terrible. She's been telling people my mother is being ignored by her son, I said, my voice cracking. But she's grieving her son. This isn't just gossip, this is cruel. Phyllis went pale. She reviewed everything I'd shown her, then called Brielle in. I had to sit there while Brielle denied it, then backtracked when Wesley confirmed the break room conversation. She tried explaining she didn't know, couldn't have known, that I should have told people. You assumed, Phyllis said coldly. You created an entire story about someone you'd never met, then spread it as fact. Brielle was fired that afternoon. HR cited it as harassment and violation of company social media policy. Some co-workers thought I'd overreacted. Just workplace gossip, they said. Everyone talks, but they didn't understand. My brother was real. His struggle was real. His death was real. And this stranger had turned all of it into entertainment, giving him a fictional life where he was the villain. The worst part? Sometimes I wonder if Brielle's version would have been easier. If I could have lived with co-workers thinking I had a deadbeat brother instead of a dead one. But then I remember my mom's posts. Her raw grief on display, being misinterpreted as the desperate pleas of a woman with an ungrateful son. No, my brother deserved better than that. I still don't talk about him at work, but now people know why. And when they look at me with those pitying eyes, at least they're pitying the right thing.